Hey Maiko and everybody on the internet, it's Milo here for the Fellowship of Acoustics from behind the counter here at the entrance of the Fellowship of Acoustics. We thought we'd film the show here this week because we have the new arrivals sign. This is where the new arrivals end up after we've done the presentation on YouTube. So you see some of the new arrivals from last week and some new guitars. Any powers over there. And look at this thing. Teufel birdfish? The Teufel birdfish. Well, but that's not a new arrival. We're going to start with a guitar. I think we had another model of this in the show maybe 2 weeks ago. Then we had a Style O 14 fret, but then the Replicon version, so the H version, this is the standard version. So it's really, really shiny. Look at that. Some beautiful Hawaiian palm scenery and a mirror. So the Style O became famous. I said it in that video as well via Mark Knopfler and the Brothers in Arms records from the Dire Straits. It featured a 30s Style O National on there. With the 14 fret, of course, you get more access on the higher frets. So with this standard version, you get the classic look of the National Style O with a nickel-plated brass body. You have a maple neck with a sunburst finish on it, which looks really nice. And it sounds fantastic, as most Nationals do. Next up, we have a really decked out PRS guitar. This is a Wood Library Modern Eagle 5. Look at that maple top. Koen was really excited for this one. He picked all the guitars for this new arrivals video, as you can see in the sneak peek on our Instagram. Check that out. So the Modern Eagle 5 is really decked out. The Wood Library has the nicest pieces of wood they have at the factory. So we have a really nice flamed maple top with a mahogany back, also mahogany neck as well. So you get a HSH configuration. You can split both of the humbuckers with these toggle switches. And then you also have a tone knob that is a push-pull, and that engages both humbuckers at the same time. So you get the option with the 5-way switch. You can select the middle pickup and add both of the humbuckers, so you have 3 pickups at the same time if you want that. So the Wood Library versions mostly feature the most beautiful pieces of wood they have, and this is also a 10 top, as you can see the little 10 here. And that is another way to say that this is one of the nicest pieces of maple they could fit on this guitar, and it comes in this really nice river blue finish. Next up, we have a Martin guitar, a brand new one. Unfortunately, no vintage guitars this new arrival, but we have some really nice modern guitars. And I say modern because this is a 00042 Modern Deluxe. When you squint your eyes and look at it from afar, it looks like a normal 00042. But the Modern Deluxe has some modern appointments. So it has some vintage appointments, but it has some modern improvements on it. So you get the tone woods of a normal 00042, you get the VTS top on this, the vintage tone system top. You have a dovetail joint, the protein glue that they use. Those are all the vintage specs. And then there are some modern appointments, so let me show you. We have these liquid metal bridge pins. On the inside there's a carbon fiber bridge plate, and that adds some volume. Then we also have a flamed maple binding. You also get on the Modern Deluxe. In terms of playability, they also added some improvements. The neck has a sort of an asymmetrical shape for added comfortability when playing. On the neck we have those golden frets you can see. And of course we have a lot of nice cosmetic details over here. The standard 42 style inlay here. Beautiful inlay on the headstock plate. A really fancy, modern 00042, and it's a great guitar. And that makes a nice segue to this Collings guitar over here, because this is a modern guitar that's more focused on vintage appointments. So we have a D2H style. This is the D2H Traditional series. So a Collings D2H style guitar, Indian rosewood back and sides with a Sitka spruce top. Collings specifically voices these traditional series instruments to resemble the pre-war Martins, and they do that via the bracing. They adjust it to recreate that pre-war sound. They select the most vintage correct pieces of tone woods. This one also features a nice Honduran mahogany neck. You may have seen Chris Elrich playing a D2H Traditional. He's a great player, check him out. And this guitar sounds great. Let's listen to the demo. To end the show today, we have a Musicman guitar, and we don't feature Musicman guitars often on new arrivals, but we got in a really big batch of new Musicmans and they are fantastic. So this is the St. Vincent signature guitar in a really nice Goldie cashmere finish, they call it. I really like this design by Musicman. This is a signature guitar for the St. Vincent, singer-songwriter from America, if I'm not mistaken. There are a lot of cool appointments specifically made for her. We have the inlay on the fretboard. You see that here as well. We have 3 gold foil They are the Musicman Ernie Ball gold foil humbuckers, and they are inspired by the old gold foils, but also the early mini humbuckers. So it's kind of a blend between the two. This beautiful retro design, probably inspired by some of the car models of the, what would you say, early 60s or something. This is a African mahogany body. Some places I read it's called okume, but I believe it's kind of the same, African mahogany okume. We have a roasted maple neck, as you can see. Next there is a 5-way switch. I really like these knobs as well. The pointy knobs. This is a really versatile guitar for any guitarist, not only for St. Vincent. So let's listen to Berend. Thank you so much for watching again. If you want to come visit our store, when you walk in the store you will see these guitars hanging up here the coming week. You can also reach out to us via email or the website, and we're always happy to answer all your questions. Please let us know which of these guitars is your favorite, and we hope to see you next week. Bye!
And we do worldwide shipping.
Worldwide shipping and setups.
Worldwide.
Worldwide,
Setups.
baby!
Yeah.